Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As long as there's no breach of the contract and of the trust, then it's perfectly fine. However, obviously, as a good moral and high level of integrity, and especially for the Muslims to live up to the higher standards as dictated by Sharia, where when we say something and we confirm something, it is befitting that we just ensure that we follow that, and we show our commitment. But that is a meritorious action, a good action, but not must, as long as there has been no contract or obligation imposed by any party. So inshallah ta'ala, as long as there's no breach of the contract, it's fine, but not the best thing. But there's no sin, as you haven't committed anything wrong, but miss the opportunity of doing even better, for better reward, for more reward, and for coming closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even being a good source of da'wah to the other people. But inshallah ta'ala, as something has happened, we can move on, and next time we should be a little bit more careful, and then don't keep changing our decisions, because فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and by extension whole ummah, is that when you have made a decision, then stay firm on that and have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So many a time we accept some contract, we say that we will go for it, we haven't thought through it. So there are steps to follow. Number one is istishara, and number two is istikhara. Istishara means a consultation, so one should do a clear consultation with people who are qualified in that particular field, have got some understanding of the subject, of the topic, of the work that you're going to get involved in, and someone who has religious knowledge about ins and outs of Sharia, legal ruling about Sharia on this matter. Someone who is your sincere and well-wisher, so that he doesn't give you any dodgy advice. And finally, he's not emotionally connected to this. He hasn't got any ulterior motive, any potential emotional attachment. He hasn't got any biased opinion. So if you take all those four into consideration, inshallah ta'ala, you should be able to get a proper advice and consultation. Allah says in Quran, وَأَمْرٌ شُورَى بَيْنَهُمْ. The decisions are made based on consultation, mutual consultation. This is the beauty of the believing Muslim and Muslimah. So try to act on that. So once you have done the istishara, and it doesn't have to be one individual having all those four attributes, because it's difficult to find such a person, but at least a few in, with one or two qualities, or even one quality each. But if you've taken all those points into consideration, and then inshallah ta'ala make a decision, that's your idea that you would want to go ahead with that. And now have istikhara. Do istikhara. Istikhara means you're going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put goodness, khair, blessings in this decision of yours. And if there was any trouble, keep you away from it. And when you do that with sincerity, after reading 2 rak'at and then reciting the dua of istikhara, then you would, whatever step you take, you would be blessed. You would find it Allah's support with that. You would find that it is supported by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings and favors. So that is the way, inshallah ta'ala. Now you've hopefully heard it and learned it, and you in future take your decisions by fulfilling all those steps, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah make it easy.